This game is Wartorn. So they said the release is June 17th. It was recently released. It's in Steam and Epic Games. Says a tactical roguelite with strong narrative, fantasy, and other elements built within. Drawing inspiration from games like an old title from Bungie called Myth. It's developed by Stray Kite Studios. They're a small indie studio comprised of industry veterans such as Paul Hellquist, who was the lead designer of the original BioShock and creative director of Borderlands 2. That's interesting. Then also shows that the studio, they have excited access. They'll be monitoring feedback constantly, making adjustments. So they're saying they're going to be an active dev team, like we've seen a lot in indie companies and stuff like that. They want to show you that they can actually fix things as it goes, because if you've ever tested games, you know you can't find all the bugs at once. All right, let's see what else we got. And then we've already added the page on there for the wish list. So it says it has different features like the dynamic combat, destructive environments, unique roguelike progressive system, beautiful aesthetic. Aesthetic. So it says like the world is visually compelling with heroes, enemy mobs, and its magical lands rendered with incredible attention to detail. You know, a lot of detail wise on that. Then it has the slow down time, so you can do a slow time feature. There's the villa hub where you can meet the villa, uh, your adventure's home base. So that has the home base that you go to for the villa. It says that it's a deep narrative and story, and you know we like rich story environments. So let's see what this is going to come out as. And then there's an overworld map. You know, most games we need maps, man. I probably can't read the map properly myself, but we need a map. All right, so they do also have their links and stuff to check out. So if you are interested in this game, here are their contacts. But now, let's find out if you're interested in this game. I'll tell you if I am. Now remember, the way that we rate these games, we do a basic score not on full on opinion per se. We do it on the quality of it, the technical background wise of it and all that stuff, the options you have, what all you're capable of doing and not capable of doing. Then if it actually has a story to go by and so forth. So our opinion is in there, but it's a small percentage of it. So we'll do 1 through 10 as we rate this and then go from there. All right, so here we go. Let's check it out now. And now, are you ready? I'm ready. Are y'all ready? Are you sure? Positive? Well, let's check it out. Okay, first things first, we're going to need to bring the music down just in case. Now, that already tells us the sound options are working. Okay. Now, let me know if y'all have any problems hearing it. All right, so first off, I just alt-tabbed over, or clicked out of my screen, and the music stopped. So we're going to look on video and see if we have it already has windowed full screen, but it still does that little pause thing as you get out of it. So we'll know that. We're going to go ahead and keep everything on Epic just to see how it runs on our 3060 Ti video card. And we're running an i7. This one's the 12700K. All right, let's go ahead and check it out, everybody. Here we go right now. Click. Now, remember, there may be moments in this game that I may pause for a moment to be able to
How
type up,
often have
as
I
we
allowed
are
myself
also
to dream of
reviewing
this
it and
day,
putting in
of our
notes for
family's
anything that may
glorious
be
revelry,
broken or anything like
as I
that.
pledge my allegiance to our mantra. Alas,
Looks like we need to lower
instead
this
of
just a
celebrating
little
my
bit.
entry into adulthood with family today, I mourned the end of my childhood with only my dear
I
sister
can't
and our
press
pet
escape.
Regex. It seems like such a distant memory when our family
I'm gonna have
celebrated
to add
Alani's
subtitles.
recognition day with gifts and a feast of wild penga. Now, our islands burn and our family is scattered, like strands on the waves. My hope wanes, yet I must choose honor over despair. I must dry my tears. I must bid farewell to our peaceful days of sowing seeds. And I must
That's a
sharpen my
dragon!
blade
That's a
for
dragon! We found a dragon!
war.
Y'all see that? We found a dragon!
From that journal today.
Patience, Alani. My
Found a
ink can
dragon!
move
Found a
quicker.
dragon! We
And
found
my
a
sister,
dragon!
Alani, who tried her best to make this day special for me. She painted a beautiful portrait of us and made a...
Okay, hang on. We're going to options. Subtitles on. My bad. Okay, now we got to turn the audio down just a wee bit. Okay. Here we go. Are you ready?
Let's bid farewell to Reggie.
Is that much better?
Oh, hello, Clux? You think Regex is in the library? 'Tis quite likely.
I would never allow that bird in the house.
Ignore her, Clux.
Birds in the
When
house?
Moyandas
What?
return from protecting our shores, they will be too pleased to see you again.
Yara, nearly 6 moons have passed since the Battle of the Northern Isle, with no report.
Well, ravens from the east have been few of late. Maybe...
And the reports
So
tell
where would we
only
go?
of evil hordes spreading destruction. There are even rumors of our Empyrean neighbors joining their ranks.
Hope remains, Alani. Hope remains.
So, they said prior about a map. I'm not seeing anything for a map yet. Let's check our options. Mouse and keyboard. You can also use a gamepad. So y'all are going to want me to test that. Okay. So we can just select like this. Okay. So I'm going to turn the remote off. I think I'm going to use the mouse and keyboard on this one. But we did see that you can use the remote. Now, why is this? Why can we not get to it yet? So it says find Redrix and... Okay, so I had to press
It was an honor to have
F.
such a dear friend officiate my recognition ceremony.
My congratulations to you again, Yara. It was my pleasure.
Must we bid you farewell so soon? Mage Regex.
Now, I got to tell y'all right now the advantage to
Might
this.
I
Hang on.
remain for the-
Not advantage. The first thing that I noticed, because I mention this a lot.
Artifacts worthy of such an occasion.
The first thing I noticed
I have
about
none to
this
offer
is
until better
it's
days
not one of
before
those
us.
games where
Perhaps
it's
you
just
got
you're
lost
just
in your
it's just the
books
text
and
and you're
you've
reading it the
forgotten.
entire time.
Well, the only
It's
gift I
actually
desire is
the
for
voices
Bryce
as well.
Moyanda upon their
So
safe
now
return.
that's there, just the subtitles
I
added.
fear that becomes
So
more unlikely
it
than
could
I
just
think.
be just voice if you wanted from that part, or in this case, it's actually the subtitles. So I'm liking that already about it, because y'all know me. I'm okay with games where you just read, but I rather it not be like a whole novel reading. You know what I mean? A whole series of books that you're reading through the thing. So far that's a plus for it on it here.
Oh, Reggie, learning teleportation has made you lazy. Your legs do still function.
What? We're lazy?
Contrary, dearest Alani, what you deem laziness to the wise is merely efficiency.
Hey,
Regex,
hey!
only gift.
Return it, Reggie.
Oh.
It is merely harmless jesting. Your faces were priceless indeed.
Ah, well. Open
Yeah,
the door.
yeah.
I must know
All right,
what
so
it
we
is
just
and
open
who
it. So
sent it.
you don't
As it
click on
appears
it.
to
You
be
go
my
up to
sole
it and then you
gift,
press
I will
F.
open it at the 11th hour, in honor of Moyanda, and in the hope that destiny returns them safely to us.
All right, let's see what we
Or
got.
two, Adara. I love our mantra, but you even follow rules when there are none.
What is that sound?
I heard a
It's very
sound, and it sounded like it
scary
was over here. Hang on.
solicitors.
Willem has not yet
Scaring
returned
away
from his rescue.
solicitors.
If
So
they're
wait,
selling
what
strands,
time
I'll
frame
race
are
of
we
them
in?
with a few well-placed arrows between the knees.
They sound angry.
What
Before
time
doing
frame
anything
are we
rash,
in, and do
perhaps
they
we
have?
should bar the
Do they
door.
actually have that at that time frame, solicitors? All right, let's go to the door. So if you press F sooner, it won't activate. You have to go up within a range of it and then press F.
What was that?
There's fire! Fire! Fire!
Escape while you're
The
able.
game is on fire!
Ignition stone.
Reggie, you coward! Yara, the rumors are true. The hordes are upon us. Seize your blade. We must defend our home.
Okay, which way do we need to go? I haven't seen the map yet. I don't know if the map is enabled.
For this very reason.
Yet what of the life they built for us?
After this reads it out, it's probably going to tell me where to go.
If you open that door, we may lose the villa and our lives. Yet, we will not lose our honor, so I am with you. Unbar the door.
Okay, now it wants us to go back and guard the door. So we may lose this, but we'll have honor, so it's okay. Don't walk in the fire. Don't walk in the fire. Okay, we're good. Here we go.
First, you must open the gift. If it's an heirloom, it may be of help. Hurry!
It appears to be an hourglass.
An hourglass.
Far too exquisite for simply keeping time. But
Oh,
whatever it
is this
for?
that slowdown feature it was mentioning?
Perhaps there's an inscription?
Press space bar to use the hourglass.
Fates.
So this is
What
like a
strange
tutorial for the
magic
hourglass part.
influences?
Look upon the flames. See how slow they flicker? The hourglass must slow time itself. This will surely prove useful when more time is required to make a plan.
When have you ever cared to make a plan?
Here's the plan. Open the door, destroy these cowards. Ada Ara!
For glory and
Ada Ara, what's that mean? Okay. We are about to see what the hourglass does. Destroy the cowards. Where? Cowards? Where? 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 Mommy. Okay.
Hit my sister!
Don't hit my sister. Okay, so space. So now we're using the hourglass.
Come, Yara!
Okay, so now we're going. Space again. Okay, now space.
Yara, look out!
So we're attacking. It's still hitting us.
You die with...
Okay, we're figuring this out. I'm probably doing it wrong. We lost a hero.
Another thing.
I think we were supposed to?
You look surprised. Is this the first time we met?
sorry.
So especially for this type of game, you may actually lose your life repeatedly in this game, your game life, and so it looks like you're going to come back into this.
Your hourglass? It was you who sent it?
No, no. Well, I suppose I am indirectly responsible, but that is quite beyond your comprehension.
Yeah, how do you know her name? Who are you, and where are we?
Who are you and where are we? Like, oh my god!
As this is your first failure, it is best if we proceed in as simple a manner as possible.
Come any closer and I'll simply dispose of you.
You see that? It's like 20. She's like 20 times her size. Like, you better get away. Don't make me get up on you. Don't make me attack you. I got this. I got this. I'm looking at you up there. I got this.
Not even your lips can move. Communication is quite You shall both be returned to where the trouble began.
Wait, I have so many questions.
Worry not, Yara. With Alani's passion, your patience, and my hourglass, the tragic end of your home need not be the end of your family's story. I shall see you both. What's the word? Soon.
All right, here we go.
Oh, Fates. Are you injured?
So we're
Yara?
back after
Well, no.
being hit
Not
on that.
anymore, it appears. Yet the hordes remain outside. What is happening?
I don't know.
Still
What's
under
happening?
that strange creature's spell?
Hang on 1 second, y'all. Sorry. Okay, we're back.
This is our second chance. Justice will be ours, yet not today.
Indeed, vengeance will be ours. Yet, before we flee through the catacombs, let's send ravens to warn the neighboring farms.
So they died, but they're back. Okay. And now, we must put out some of these fires by drinking some water. Oh. I'm all out. Maybe I need some more. We'll be right back, everybody, after these messages. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. First, there was the fire, and I think we were set on fire. The fire got us as well, so we needed to cool down with the fire. Okay. Better. There we go. Hey, Cam, how you doing? Okay, so we are currently playing Wartorn, and it appears that with this story-wise, we're these two characters. We've went out there to protect our area that's being charged at the door, and apparently they went out there outnumbered and they didn't make it. Well, now we have this huge angel-like character. I forgot what the name was, like the one that made the hourglass, that can now bring them to life type bit. So the hourglass can slow things down, and then also bring them back to life, I guess, or she does the life bet, and that but is related to the hourglass. I'm not sure. We're still putting some of that together. So here we go as we go back to the game right now. Okay. All right, so we just keep clicking. But where do we go? So it looks like we have this mark up here to go to.
Sif Villa attacked
And
by
send
mob.
ravens. So
Fire
now
at
we
the
can send
lights
the
of
ravens.
Imperia. Fleeing underground. Ada, Ara.
Good. Now fly, ravens, fly!
Fly! Fly, ravens! Fly away! Fly!
Yara, let's hurry to the hearth to make our escape.
Hurry! Let's go! I warn you now, before this game, I did have a little bit of caffeine. Okay, here we go. Alright, so as you could tell, it shows an exclamation mark as to where I gotta go. At least in that direction. So it wants us to go up here. Once you're in that region, you then press F, but you can also use your remote for this, it says. It is control support. I think I'm gonna like doing the mouse and keyboard on this one. Ooh, wait, do we gotta fight? We gotta fight?
We
Wait, they're
welcome
welcoming
you
him.
neighbors, yet urge you to return to protect your homes. Ada, Ara.
Oh, I press continue.
Your assistance is honorable and much needed. I fear the flames that rise from our home are not the last flames we will see today. Keep your rainstorms at the ready. Our wagon is not far. Come, let us secure the wagon.
Okay, so they're our
the same
defense.
fate as
We
our
got a line
home.
of defense here.
No mercy for these torch muckers.
No
Stay
mercy.
close, Rainmakers. Douse any
There are 4
threatening
ways to
flame.
select squads. Alright, y'all. You see here that this game has the tutorial and stuff on it, so you know how to do this and that. But we played games like this, and we don't need no stinking instructions. We got this. We're probably going to look in the instructions within the next 30 minutes, though, when we get lost. But it's okay. All right, here we go. So I select here. All right, so we're all going. We're all going. Okay. Do we know where we're going? There's no map. You can press tab between the sections.
Quickly!
A for all. No.
Cover us.
Hang on. So we're just going to select all. All right, let's go.
This way.
This way.
As necessary.
Okay, so it said there was a map, but I don't see the map yet. Oh, dragon, 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 dragon.
Not the best start.
Where's the dragon? I wanted to see the dragon.
Nature will prevail. You can't escape our blades.
Got it. All right, we're good.
Well fought, friends. Now
Yeah!
go to the villa and use your magic to save it from the flames.
No,
She's right. Our rains can bring beauty from ashes, but only with seeds and time. Your home will not resprout when its ashes cool.
let it go, Alani. But save your anger. We will
Save
need
your
it on the day
anger?
we bring justice upon these cowards.
Is that one of those moments you got to take the anger and
But
just
the
like
road that
keep it
passes
deep
Psychic Distance
down
Stone will be
and
swarmed
just
with
forget about it, like
intruders.
just push
We'll
it
need to
down
take
all the
forest
way?
paths. Follow me.
And just bottle it up until one day it just explodes and then you take it out on the enemy. Battle report screen. In this battle report, you will have detailed information about how your squads performed. Be aware, units and squads that die are gone forever. 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 Sorry, that's what happens when you're a 90s kid with movies. My bad. Although, any of y'all know what movie I'm talking about? Be aware, units and squads that die are gone forever and will cause your caravan to lose hope. We're never gonna make it! What are we gonna do? Alright. That one does more damage. I think we like that one. Okay. So now we got rewards. Yep, you win, Solarian. How many movies did they make of that one? Wasn't it like 3 or something? But there's only one of the original. You know what I mean? I gotta look back because I think they did like a reunion one or something. I don't remember. Okay, here we go. Squad abilities was a hint that I didn't read. So we will probably not do it. But then we will. Or will we? If this journal should be found, I am recording these events so that Wit and Wama, Sif of Ari, may learn our full story. Yeah, I know they had a 2. I think they had 3. I think it was 3. Although now I want to look it up. But I'm doing this. So somebody look it up of how many Sandlots there are. And I think there was one that was actually just recently done. And it was something like a whole read. It's like the kids came back as adults or something. I don't remember. That may be on the Disney thing. I don't remember. Here we go. Dear Moi Woman, and I gotta pronounce these names, and DeWitt. See, that's an easy one. DeWitt. Our villa is gone. It was burned by an Empyrean horde. Duh. Yet we narrowly escaped through the catacombs and fought to secure the wagon. Our supplies are woefully inadequate. for a long journey. But they should allow us to reach the recognition stone, where Redrix agreed to meet. However, we do have the old map of Jix that Elena began drawing ages ago. So she will sketch our path as we travel. So notice when you got things like this, where notice the words and stuff they're using and so forth. They're like completely different. Spell this, spell that, and I can't pronounce half of it. That's like medieval times reading and stuff, right? Oh, commercial. I didn't mean for the commercial to go. It's all right. We're good. Okay, so now it's saying about the map, right? Escape your home. All right, so we got an achievement. We escaped the home. So as we're escaping home, here we go. Escape home! Run! Okay. I think we escaped home. We got the achievement on Steam, so that means we escaped home. We're good. Their home, not our home. I like my home. Well, for now. Okay, here we go. Although I would want more acres. Or, you know, acres in general. We're in the regular neighborhood. Okay. This is the journey map. From here, you will guide Yara and Elena through their travels across the Isles of Talara. Alright, so we're still in the tutorial portion of this. So now you got this whole layout map. Okay, tell me right now what this reminds you of. Where you have a map here, you have the buildings going. Hang on. You have a map layout of how far you got. And it shows what resources were used. Oh, they never did the TV one? Okay, got it. Alright, so. Here we go. Now we continue. It was reminding me something of that old game. What was that called? Back in the Mac days, or the original Mac days, or school days with the like the 90s game thing. It was called, like, wasn't it something like Oregon Trail and some other games like that did it? All right, here we go. Selecting squads for battle. So we have two squads, or two to put into it. We can assign it here? No. Okay, wait. Okay, so we've assigned both. Got it. And then we can start the battle. So there weren't any more to put in there. Alright, sorry for the commercial break, y'all. We're back now. So what y'all just missed was we saw the map. There was a map-wise, and it shows as you can continue onto it. It just shows as to where you go from A to B and then over to here. So now we're going to select this. So this reminds me a little bit of like Halo Wars and so forth. Just where you select your characters and you go through. But that's more of like most strategy games and stuff. Okay, so we go like that. So you press Q. And you use the different abilities, so you can click on which one. And there they go. Okay, so then we do all. And it looks like we want to continue on to this part.
A discovery.
This way!
Now, it looks like we could go further and explore some more.
Engaging.
Alright, then we go up here.
Following swiftly.
Can you picture speedrunning this game? All right, so they built up the story already with these two female characters and trying to protect their town or so forth. But then they died, but they came back. They were brought. Apparently they're going to be brought back repeatedly from that point, but with that character that I already forgot the name of. But then there's the hourglass to slow things down, which I haven't used in that fight. We also have others on the team that we can assign and go from there as we level them up. And we get more resources as we do these fights. This is the part here that I said reminded me of games like Oregon Trail and some other things, because it shows the map. So I've also played some other games like this as well. I forgot what it was called, but it was like a Trolls one or something. So now we do the journey. Not a troll, it was a dwarf. I think it was called dwarfs or something. So a troll named Trouble. It's spelt with 2 B's, a U, 2 L's, and an E. That's a whole lot of trouble. Don't worry, I have even more dad jokes. As I am a dad. Alright, here we go. So we have 2 choices in this, so it can go different ways. So it says, before reaching the recognition stone, we heard the unmistakable hooting and whooping of a fervent troll tossing rocks at other rocks. Rocks at other rocks, okay, for apparently no reason other than his own amusement. I was concerned, but Elena just laughed at his antics and greeted him with our mantra. He snorted at our mantra and replied with his own, then growled that his name was Trouble, basher of boulders. A lot of boulder bashing. Elena asked Trouble if we could ignore our differences long enough to fight together against the Stygs of Imperia pursuing us. But he refused, saying that he was headed to a recognition ceremony for a fellow troll. So I explained that we sought the same destination and offered him a few coins in exchange for his protection. Or stretched the truth and told him thousands of trolls were prowling these woods. Let's do the first one. The troll swatted the coins out of my hand and bellowed something about insulting his skill as a warrior. Then, as he reared back to swat us again against the stones like insects, Elena began to laugh hysterically. "Oh, we tricked you, Trouble?" she cackled. "Your face was priceless." Trouble hesitated, then said, "I like these elf," with a chuckle that sounded more like a growling hiccup. How can a chuckle sound like a growling hiccup? Grrl. Grrl. I don't know. I never met Adarin with jokes. As I scooped up the coins for him, Elena handed him some more. His strength will be helpful to have on our side, yet for how long, paid or not. Fervens are not known for their loyalty. As now we go on our journey. The region is mapped. So I wonder what happens if you stop it in between based on where you're at or so forth. I didn't see a reason for it yet, but we'll get there. So it doesn't look like we have any other options here. Okay, so he's known not to go there. All right, apparently we're starting a battle. Let's do it. Oh. Y'all see this? So as he's walking, you see the whole screen and the ground shaking. Whoa, this is my normal walking. Okay, we'll attack. Attack! We got this. So there's no friendly fire on this, right? Looks like that's as much as you can schedule out of, or zoom out of. Hey, Penguin Range, how you doing? You say be sure to use spacebar if you get overwhelmed. Yes, we have used the hourglass at the beginning, but we did forget about that already. How did you know? So you press spacebar, then you click on each character, then you assign it all. Okay, got it. Good, thank you. Okay. Now, it says that there's a map, but when you press for M, there's no map that way. I'm thinking it means the map that for the game part itself, because I don't see any other map. Like a layout of this current part. At least not what I've seen. So let's go ahead and go. So it does show, though, where we need to go to. But there could be more exploring, possibly, as well. So we're going to take out what we have here. Press the Q. Now, just like they said, pressing spacebar, I can then go over here, zoom in. I can select which one I want to select to, press Q, and then do the next power to it. But that may be a little bit of overkill. You see, it just goes, rah! Alright, but we press space and... Oh. Everybody? Y'all know what that just looked like? For some reason...
Splendid. You're here. Fear not, friends. I have
I got the feeling like a big foot stepping on a cockroach when it did that explosion thing. With the blood just went everywhere.
Besides, it appears you managed without me. So, Yara, did you ever open your gift?
Forget
the gift. That was the hourglass, right?
Well, we do wish for justice, but nothing more. Surely the court will grant us a suitable punishment for them and enough payment for us to rebuild.
Obviously, a decree of justice would accomplish exactly that, but the local Adaran court was attacked by a rogue band of fervents.
The local court in Air is under attack?
So
we must go there and assist.
You see, this looks to be more like the olden days type bit, but what time frame does it put it? Or is it just based on the world that it has on it from that part? You may want to read that again. Oh, sorry, y'all. My bad.
Actually, according to my sources, Lady Justice has relocated here to our great Isle of Jigs. She was forced to flee the High Court on the Isle of Vestal.
So it shows that it's like its own world type thing. I guess I'd want more information on that, or maybe I didn't see it prior as well.
From the avatar of Justice herself will be irrefutable. It will give us the legal right of retribution and the funds we need to rebuild. Glory for Adara!
Glory for Adara!
Is quite a fair distance, Yara. Yet a decree from Lady Justice does seem to be a most promising option. Perhaps our only option. Thank you, Redrix. What you lack in time.
What are y'all thinking about this so far? Because I know there's some RTS fans out there.
She is is my mentor.
Yes, you have mentioned it. So these
Yeah, you've mentioned that
refugees are
so
doing
many
this while
times.
our
Like, oh my god!
journalist. Will you consider it an excuse to test your magical theories in the field instead of the laboratory?
If only I could. Yet the demands of my apprenticeship are overwhelming. There's just
Excuses,
so much
excuses. You
research
believe
to
this stuff
conduct.
we're hearing from
Take
him?
one of my teleportation discs with you, and perhaps I shall manage to pop in from time to time.
This was the same one that wanted to
Ooh,
teleport
how
everywhere instead of
convenient
just walk.
for you. So when we need your help, shall we merely shout at your disc and hope you arrive?
Do you lack understanding?
Teleport now!
Or, oh, might this be an attempt at humor? Very well then. In my absence, might I offer these pages from my personal spell book? Should you encounter a need for spells of
Ooh,
some
a
kind?
spell book.
Until we meet again, my dear, may the knot be restored.
Yours truly, Wizard, gets to cast some spells. We'll put a spell on them. Spell on them all. Okay, here we go. All right, so the battle report, which one did the most damage and so forth. Okay. Aren't we missing one? Oh, I guess it has these two together. Then it has these two and then that one. Okay, got it. Then we got more resources. So that scene thing of it from that part, it looks almost like the same one that's bringing us back to life, except wearing different clothes. Is that like a good and evil side thing? We'll see. So now we go on a journey. But wait. We're going to stop. Now, what did we just do is stopping. If we stop, we go to the caravan. We go to the family. We go to the squads. I don't think we can really do anything right now. Why did I pause it? What can we do from this feature of doing so? We just look at the stats, that's it. We click on them. Okay, it looks like we may be equipping stuff in between, but we don't have anything to do so right now. So let's continue on our journey. We entered... Wait. So it says the hidden passage. It has been over a week of slogging through the rugged forest paths on our way to Herald Junction, the crossroad that would lead us east to Tabenrazi. See, I told you there's all these pronunciation things you got to do around here. What's with all these words, with these pronunciation things? You got an H with a Z. Myself, Elena, and our new companions are exhausted from the many battles and the constant threat of pursuers. I just heard the bird call that Elena and I used to communicate without shouting. She must have found something while scouting ahead. I found her at a cliff I found her at a cliff, face covered in draped vines. As I approached Elena, pulled the vines apart to reveal a natural passageway through the rocks. So when it says here, I found her at a cliff, face covered in draped vines, would that be a comma in between there? Or separate? I don't know. I'm thinking English class. I could be wrong. Because I don't think I got an A in that class. Alright, we entered the hidden footpath, curious as to what we might find. We followed the passage short while before emerging into a grotto with high rock walls. So I was saying originally at this, I like the fact that they were reading it itself in the voices and stuff like that. But now we are at that point where we're reading lots and lots of paragraphs of going through on it from that part. And that can get a little tiring later down the road and all that stuff. I'm enjoying it because I'm doing the voices bit and so forth. But it then does start taking up some more time. And I know we want to see a lot more of this game. So let's go ahead and continue on. It says we compared wounds to determine whose need was greatest. Because I can see here with all sorts of voices. You know, those voices in my head. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so now we can actually, so it wants us to heal. We can click on them. Can we do multiple at once? No. So we click on one and then we heal. Oh, I guess you could have only selected one. Oops. See what happens when you don't read? Maybe we got to stick with reading. Okay, so journey. Now, is it going to give us an option to go straight, left, or right?
Well, we appear to have lost our pursuers, so now we must choose one of the many different routes going east to Tamanrazi. Which way is the fastest?
So far, this
Speed will not
game
determine our
on this
success.
part
We
reminds
only
me
survived
of
the railway plan.
that game
Our
Dwarves.
loyal ravens have returned.
Hang on. I think it's titled The Dwarves. Was it Dwarves or We Are the Dwarves? I think it's The Dwarves. Because that was the one, I believe, where we had to go around and select the option, the where to go. Wasn't it? Yeah, because so you had your fights and stuff like that, but then you still had to select your routes. And that's what this is reminding me of. All right, so let's go back to this game. And remember, y'all, if y'all like this game, check it out. Add it to your wish list as well. And here we go. The caravan has reached a crossroads. Let's see, the first token tells you the type of reward you will get. So the different options between there. Oh, it's on sale for a few more hours, Rage? I was looking and I saw it at, I did not see the sale. When I initially presented this, I did not see the sale still on sale. Because right now I'm looking at it on Steam and it says $29.99. But let's go ahead and get back to it here. Yeah, I checked right at the beginning of when we switched over to it. So I think we've played this now for what, about 45 minutes, an hour or something like that. I lost track of time. I don't know how long we played on this one. We did some PUBG first. We played another game, and now we're checking this one out. All right, here we go. But yeah, when I checked right before we switched to this game, it showed the regular price. Yeah, and that's my fault as well. I meant to stream it beforehand. But this wasn't on one of my regular list of streaming things. It was a direct contact, so normally I go through three different main sites for it. And that keeps track of my due dates and stuff. So that's on my part. All right, so we have Hope event. Oh, I accidentally selected a path. Spotted by the enemy. Eleni and I joined our... I can't read anymore. I think I need my water. Hang on. Eleni and I joined our rear guards this afternoon and discussed the fallen state of our beloved Isles of Talar. Why am I talking in this voice? I don't know. Why is the world so overrun with allies of hate? We cannot venture 5 steps away from our caravan without some hateful speakers attacking us for our food, our coin, or simply our blood. See, just now, Elena was forced to silence a hostile scout while he screamed his mantra to warn nearby hostiles of our presence. We know not their numbers, but I fear we will soon enough. So we will need to be vigilant if we are to return to the caravan unscathed. Okay. So it looks like we have all of these assigned already. And it wants us to battle. So here we go as we fight. And Rage, I've seen your name somewhere before. Have I seen you with another game or something in the past? Your name looks familiar. All right, here we go. Squad health. Select all. Once you retreat a squad, you forfeit opportunity. Got it. Okay, so we select all, and it wants us to go up top.
Loyalty reigns supreme. Ignorance ends now.
Okay.
You can't escape.
Come on, here we go, here we go. Fight, fight, fight. I'm probably doing this wrong.
We lost a squad.
We lost the squad. No, you weren't supposed to. How can we heal it? You're telling me I should have used the, yeah, I know. You watch this. So, Rage is about to type something, but I already know what Rage is about to type. Rage is about to say, you forgot to press spacebar and assign each attack first. No! I knew it, but it was just, they were all attacking us at once! Okay, here we go. And we welcome you in here. Thanks for coming in here. Okay, so 2 go here.
Attacking.
And then space again.
Nature will prevail.
Wait, so which one is what?
We lost a squad.
What did I do? What did I do?
For glory.
They gotta all attack the same one for. Wait, that one's healing. That one is not allowed to heal. You no.
Quickly, there's no time.
Okay, that one.
We lost a squad.
I didn't do it. Yeah. Nobody saw that. I didn't do it. It didn't happen. Okay.
There you are. Ready to try again?
No,
So-
wait. We have so many questions.
So she just asked, ready to try again, and she's like, no, wait! I don't want to try again! So this one right now is known as Cosmic Stranger.
The laws of nature against such magic?
I speak not of magic, yet nature bows to us.
I knew it. So you are an avatar, and you speak the
An
mind of
avatar.
Zycius, I presume.
It says Avatar, now I'm thinking the movie Avatar.
These sorts of questions exhaust me.
You know, she is green.
Ask better questions.
So remember, we also talked about a lot of things of the game right before starting it, going over the highlights and stuff on it from that part. And so far, we are seeing a lot of it.
That avatar said we cannot die. Let's defend our home and destroy these Empyrean cowards.
The avatar said death
So
cannot
one
happen,
seems to be like
but said
thinking of
nothing
things
being
through, and the other one's just like,
Success
just let's
was within
destroy
reach of us.
everything.
Yet too many risks brought us to failure.
Which one are
Let us
you?
retrace our steps and learn from our mistakes. Otherwise, we will be forced to relive the worst day of our life endlessly.
Oh, Tenderheart. I agree, yet I fear this may merely be the beginning of our suffering.
So are we back where we were at the beginning? Because that's the door and that's the fire?
I might be able to bear the weight of it.
Their honor is with us. Come, let's again prepare for our escape.
So the question I have here then is, because it showed the possibility of retreating, should we have retreated? What do y'all think? Because it showed us in the thing that there's a possibility of retreating, instead of losing everything just now, should we have retreated? Was that battle even was that battle even possible to beat? Or did we just skip instructions again, the destructions, and it just destructed that part of the game for us? All right, here we go. So now it shows the red exclamation mark on the right in the circle as to where we need to go next. And apparently if I click up there, it's like, oh, no, 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 this is a shortcut. So in a lot of games like this, you have a base that you come back to and different things that you can build up off of and so forth. We haven't seen too much on it. It looks like there's still more things we need to unlock, maybe. That's a guess. But we still have this cool fireplace with a little extra lever to open it and go through. For some reason, that reminds me of the game Countdown. I don't know why, but it does. That's an old school point and click game where you had to move the right pieces to open something in the
Good
fireplace.
neighbors. Do you remember last time?
Remember what exactly? We merely heard that Empyrean fighters crossed the air to cause suffering and unnatural death. Will you join
So
us
the
in our
question
fight
I have
against the
here
divine
is if we
neighbors?
press continue, will it skip
Ziggy,
the whole
Zeus,
thing?
Nature provides and prevails.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, yeah, so it doesn't skip the whole thing.
Ziggy
You can read
neighbors.
most of it from that
They're
part.
a
If you've
common
seen it already,
enemy.
then you can
Find
just
us
press
Yet I
continue.
fear that
So you don't
beyond
miss the
our
whole thing.
weapons, we are ill prepared.
Our wagon supplies are not plentiful, but what's ours is yours.
Come.
So did
Let
we
us
lose
secure
the
wagon before it suffers
did we
the
lose
same
the
fate as our
prior
home.
did we lose the
No
troll and everything
mercy for
already?
these torchmuckers.
So what all did we lose? We'll find out here.
As you will.
So is there things we can click on? We're checking it out.
Go. Quickly.
It doesn't look like it.
As you desire.
Enemies' abilities. When enemies use abilities, you will see red flag. Okay. Oh, we saw the dragon again. We saw the dragon again. I wonder if we get to control a dragon. Now remember, we also saw things. We didn't see it yet in here, but we also saw things where there was like trees that's alive, and we saw what appears to be a dragon and stuff. We saw the dragon. The dragon got us. We know a lot of people here like dragons, so we found a dragon. There's a dragon. Okay. So we fought the little battle. Got some resources back. Why does that one in the screen look like the one wearing the green thing, but then switches over, but then goes evil? Or is that like an evil sister? All right, so we're going on the journey now. So we're back where we started, back on the left, and then we continue on going east, or at least I think that's east because it's to the right. We may bring additional squads. Okay, so assign. Click, assign. Click, assign. Got it. Start battle. So as you go through, there's different times that you're going to be attacked.
Every stage a discovery. Calculated.
Okay, attack now. Q. Q. So you select it, you press Q, you select where it's going. Now we got to take the next section out. So I can press the number as well. I can just press 2, right? Yeah. So you can switch back and forth. I'm clicking on it, but you can switch between them. So we're still learning. We're still learning. I wonder if there's an all. Is there an all select button or a select all? Let's check right now. Yes. So there's an A. It's an A. So I can just, no, it says A. What? Hang on. Why would it be A? So when I press A, it moves the screen. Maybe I gotta select something first. Hang on. No? Interesting. All right, let's continue. I'm going to note that down as something to look into. Hang on, let me type the name of this game real quick so I know what my notes say. So I'm gonna see if I'm just looking at that incorrectly, maybe. But I'm gonna note that down and I'll post up in their Discord later. So everybody knows me as a tech myself. I before streaming and all that, I was a PC tech 15 plus years, and I've also been troubleshooting with games and stuff like that. So I'm really used to jotting down bugs or questions and stuff like that, and sending it out to their discords and doing our part as the gaming community. As you got the developers and everyone creating the game, and then you also have the they even do their testing themselves and stuff like that. But then the real test is sending out to you, the gamer. And because we have our own ways of playing the games as we see them and see fit and stuff like that. They look at it at one part, and it's like they're looking at it as a tunnel because they looked at it one way so over and over again. Well, we are those extra eyes looking at it like, no, we never played a game like this part before. We've always done it this way or this way or this way. Now, so we tried it this way and then this broke or something like that. But in this case, it was just selecting all. So I'm not sure what's all going on with that, or maybe it's just a default button and go from there. So, yeah. All right, here we go. It could be something I got to press control with it or something instead, or what. So I'm also looking around for a moment now. We could go back to the path and everything, but I'm looking to see if there's anything else that you can find. If there's like an exploration portion in here, maybe you could find any other treasure chest or something. If you needed resources. So if you press M, there's no real map thing for it. So are these resources or anything? It doesn't look like it. So let's go ahead and go back to where we need to go.
Knowledge reigns supreme. Forward.
Alright, so we got more fights to do. So now we pause. Select this one. Q. Got it. Select this one. Q. Got it. Select this one. Q. Got it. Now, space. See, we got this. We got used to it already. We got this. Piece of cake. So I want to select all, but it's not letting me on that part, or I don't know which keys to press. So we'll get there. Victory is ours! Alright, let me see who's all in here real quick. Alright. I am keeping an eye on how many's in here, y'all, as we will be doing some giveaways as well with some random Steam keys. But let's go ahead and continue looking at this game. What do y'all think about it so far? Now we've got, so we're probably still at the intro, y'all. But we've now gotten to points to where we're seeing the whole layout of the game. Do we understand the game already? Going into the fights and stuff, there's parts that we're not reading anymore because some of it is just individual things that's not actually story-wise to get to. It's just a fight that happens in between and stuff like that, so we sort of scan through it. But then there's other parts on it that's the full story bit. So we're only just now trying to get to where we needed to go. So we were at this intersection and we turned right, I believe. So now we're losing resources as we go. So now do we offer him a few coins in exchange for his protection? So it looks like we started it over again. So we go down that path, and then we can select the options in between. So it looks like we're redoing that to an extent. It's sort of like a restart, but not a restart. Or is it a restart? We'll see in here. So when he again shouted, "Enough, why was I not invited?" assured him that we would support his worthy cause. Okay. Sure, why not? So we need a sign. A sign. Oh, wait. There we go. I did it wrong. So now that we clicked on it, and now we're getting used to our battles. Now we shall win this. Or the troll himself shall take them all on.
I go.
It said I go, but it sounded like he was ready to say I got this. Oh, he just said want to smash, and he just walks to it.
I'll get there.
Okay, maybe that's not where we were supposed to go. Oh, here we go.
I'll get there.
Okay, so bring it back.
Nature will potato.
Okay, so now we select all. Now we press space. So we're going to try to take this section out first. Then we have the other one attacking. So let's go ahead and do this right now. This one.
Together, Yara.
Fight. This one. Fight. This one.
Fast. Cloudburst.
Now, is that going to be enough? Because I could then use this to take this one. So we got the rock and we missed.
We're under attack.
Okay, so now we go. Oh, they're all in their attack phase. They're all done with their attack phase right now. So we're going to take this one and bring them back over here for a moment. Because this is our aerial attack. Oh, it's just that one. We're good. We're done. Ow! Don't hit her! Y'all see that? That big giant hit her. Out of all the other ones. Okay, so now it says as if we go over here. So what I wonder more on this part is whether or not there's other things to do on the maps.
You'll pay for that.
So it looks like there's things to destroy.
Time for a lesson.
But is there things to find like you would normally find on games like this? Like food and stuff. Okay, we got it.
Splendid. You're here. Fear not, friends. I have arrived.
Of course, he's gonna arrive after they already finished fighting, right? Once the fight over, then he'll arrive.
Justice from Lady Justice herself.
So how many people don't like him already?
I was preparing to suggest this very approach. Did your prophetic raven appear in a dream and preempt my advice?
We're capable of good decisions without you, Reggie. However, the way is quite perilous, so your skills would be helpful to have. Should you care enough to join us on our quest?
Yeah, should you care enough?
Elani Sif desires my company. There was a time when I desired nothing more than to hear those words. 'Tis a shame that I am now far too busy for such
Far
trivial
too
desires.
busy.
And far too busy to join you, I am afraid.
He's
To be
more of a
clear, I said
talker
your
than he is a
skills
helper.
Would be helpful. I said nothing of your company.
Lani, you should not dishonor our friend. My apologies, Mage Redrix. Personally, I enjoy hearing of your latest magical research, so you should reconsider. These refugees are joining us for the journey. And you could test your theories.
So
in the
we're
field.
trying to bring him on.
Speaking of magic, Yara, have you been able to open your gift yet? I'm curious to know if my hypothesis is correct.
It is a powerful Zycius hourglass that slows all motion for the bearer. Yet we still know not who gave it to me. Occasionally, it summons us into the presence of a powerful Zycius avatar.
Ah, yes. Of course.
A summoning
A
arrow.
summoning heirloom.
So he wasn't sure what it was, so he gave it to
If you
them. Is
wish
that
to
what it
learn its
was?
full potential,
Or no?
Give it to me. Only temporarily. of
Oh
course.
yeah, give it to him.
Proper inspection.
Apologies.
Somebody
Our
kick
Zycius
him out.
hourglass has proven to be all too valuable for us to simply forfeit it, even temporarily.
I'm starting to think he's like the bad guy. What do y'all think?
Beware of beneficent avatars. Their generosity is typically a means to some self-gratifying end. Well, until we meet again, my dears, may I offer you this from my personal collection, should you encounter a need for it.
So what
And
you
may
giving
it
us?
not be restored.
So we got something for that. What did we get? Spellbook pages? Refugee. Who would like nothing better than to live in peace, but has forced to flee their home. Okay. Alright, here we go. Now we continue on the journey. Now, this is about as far as we've gotten before, today. I mean, doing it today. On this stream, where we've gotten over here and it looks like we turned right. Well, we turned right on accident. We did die after that, though. So do we, well, you know, we got back on the path. So there's no option here. It's just who will drink the waters. So we haven't even gotten to that intersection again yet. We need to get to the intersection and go from there. So there's healing going on over here. So we did actually do that prior. I remember that now. Now we're going back on our journey. Region charted. Okay. Now, we selected here prior. There's a coin event. There's the... So prior we just clicked on it rather than reading it. Yeah. Then, so there's a tavern. There's a trinket battle. We can't just turn that way? Okay. Trinket battle. A fervent fight club, a page event. What's a page event? We must turn back and fight our way through them. Alright, let's fight. It's time to fight, everybody. We got this. They ain't gonna take us out this time. But then again, we don't know who they are.
Ignorance ends now.
Okay, everybody, so what we just saw here... So apparently it's Control A for all, not just A. Because when I looked at the thing, it was saying A. Maybe I read it wrong. Oh, wait, hang on. Ah! I wasn't paying attention!
Together, Yara.
Feel the shock. I call on nature.
Alright, let's go. I think we just lost more. This is not looking good.
We need to move.
So those are going to move back. Well, then we have these move up.
Nature will prevail.
And then this one hits this.
We've engaged with the enemy.
Okay, now space. Select this one again. And let's put her to that. Hopefully they won't die. Now we're going to select these. We still want to finish that off here.
We need to retreat. We fight.
Okay, so these two are not moving yet.
Take that.
Okay, now these got to move back. Now we take the knight up here. There we go. And they go here. Attack. I think we got this now. We're figuring it out, sorta, kinda, maybe. So we did lose one in the process, though. So it's Control A.
Cover us as necessary.
So real quick, y'all, we're gonna check in the options and look at the controls. So maybe I've read something wrong. So I was right, it is Control A, but it just says A. So I'm gonna put that in. Alright, so we'll put that in. Let's go ahead and continue on. That's just a minor thing, though. That's nothing. So Control A, and then click up.
This way. They're disturbing the peace.
So wait, did they just say they're disturbing the peace, and then he said smack them?
By Cepheus's hand. They will feel nature's wrath. We're in danger.
So we're sort of keeping them out of the way because they're about to die. Oh, he can just hit again?
Stop that, guys.
Can't take much more.
He's just sort of walking back and forth like he can't get the hit.
My mind goes weak.
Bad guys.
For glory!
Attack!
Uh-oh, we're about to lose him. No, fall back. Okay.
Lightning storm, answer my call.
Breathe, dear sister. You cannot leave me. What? Oh, I'm.
Oh, I'm fine.
It takes more than.
Okay,
that
so
to
she's
kill
still
me.
fine.
You
Okay.
must be more careful. If I ever lost
Don't
you,
die! Like,
how
oh my
could I
god!
sorrow?
Okay, so we got the victory. We'll call that one a victory, but it looks like we lost one. So did we lose them for lose them? Did we definitely lose them? Let's find out. So we select the journey and continue onward. Now, if I stopped right here and press C, it shows these two. Now, is there anything else they could use so we could actually recruit and train? So there are things that we can do if we wanted to train them more by the looks of it, okay? So we don't have any things to put to them yet. Now, these don't have any other abilities either, at least not in that section. So we're going to go ahead and do that while we continue onward with our journey. A spell for a song. The camp was awoken this morning by the strum of a lyre and a glorious ethereal singing. We discovered a lone bard sitting at our campfire. Finally you are awake, he said heartedly. Stumming for emphasis, I travel the land searching for beauty in song. There must be beauty in you. Share a song with me. This doesn't sound... Is this going to be like one of those spell songs or something, y'all? He pulled out spell pages in offering. Well, will you sing? What spell are we about to cast? Cleared the morning grogginess from her throat and prepared to sing. Though I was nervous, I quickly prepared to think of a song. We're not sparrows. Let's sing, although something tells me this is not going to end well. Oh, he offered, I can offer the scroll as a hefty discount. Laughter. Something original. Oh, so because of what song she heard. Alright, so here we go. So it's continuing through. -1 refugee. So now we're back to reading again here. Today we found a group of soot-covered Celestines arguing around an iron cauldron that was billowing black smoke. It looked as though a spell had gone airy. One of them was horribly burned, coated with hot tar. It simply needs a freshly slaughtered goat. One of them cried. No, my calculations are correct. It needs more strands in order to get the ratio correct. One of the others insisted. We thought perhaps this was an opportunity to recruit some powerful allies. Except they're in the back of the party when they accidentally make stuff go boom, right? So we're going to offer them a goat? Let's offer them a goat, right? Oh, I pressed continue. My bad. I didn't read that part. I clicked too quickly. Okay, so now the region mapped. I didn't look up of how long this game is supposed to be either. But we'll at least go over the main part of it, and then I'll hear from y'all if y'all want to see more of this. I'm enjoying it, but I'm also going into character-wise with and just reading it out and just, you know. Or just some random characters as well. So we got Strand Event. We got Caravan Supply Battle. Let's try the Supplies Battle. There's a quest. An extended hunt. Hunters stood in our way. We would have to fight our way back to our caravan. Okay. Let's actually do it this time. We got this. Alright, so it was Control A. So far it does. Oh, we got a tree. We got a tree. We got a tree. Wait, we're in his range though. Hang on. This don't look good. So you can't just select all and then do it that way. You gotta. But they're not at a way to fight yet. Wait!
Wash them away.
We lost one set. Okay, so we need to send them this way. Them this way. This one. Finish the tree. He said I smack. Alright, we gotta take one out at a time. So we're gonna select these. We can't do it yet. Oh, that didn't work.
We
It
lost
didn't
a
work.
squad.
It didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work.
Justice. I can't carry on like this.
We got defeated. So apparently if our own characters die, we die. So then we get defeated in there and we gotta go back through and do it again.
Worry not, my friends. My hourglass shall only save you from failure. Without
Failure? We don't even know what you want us to do.
Yeah, what should we do? And why are we trusting you?
lack your quaint perspective, my patience is eternal.
Patience eternal,
Excuse
huh?
my sister, Your Glory. Please understand, you are the only avatar we have ever encountered in our insignificant lives.
Trying to suck up to her now.
Are we known to announce our identity or purpose upon appearing to mere speakers, such as yourselves?
Not in days of old, when such stories were always shrouded in mystery.
Okay, so what now?
This is all too
So
true.
the question here is, are we gonna redo this over and over again now?
Oh, well, honey. I, however, am
So learn the cosmic stranger's identity. Oh, did I just skip the last part?
Alright,
My bad. That's
the
my
avatar
bad. That's
is
my
time
bad.
itself, and you possess its
All right, so it
hourglass.
says the avatar is
what
time
this
itself. So
means?
the avatar is
It
time.
means we're at the mercy of a most powerful entity at the highest levels of Zygius, an enemy mantra.
Well, yes,
So we didn't
but
miss it. We
at
know
least
she's the
it's not an
she's the
avatar of
time.
Inferior.
She's the avatar of
Surely
time.
Time can't be evil.
Neither can it be good.
Can time be evil?
I know only
Can time be good?
that when we are in
Can
its
time
presence,
be anything?
I sense that I am nothing.
Huh.
I suppose both may be true at once. Yet at the moment, yours is the more helpful view, for we must again make our escape.
So the
May our
question
greater
is,
purpose
were
be
we
fulfilled.
supposed to have failed in order to
All
get to
in
this
due
point?
Time.
Ugh,
All in due
I never
time,
understand
really?
What compels you to joke in such moments.
All in due time, like the hourglass of time, the avatar of time. How long it take the time that it takes me to say all this? The time. I don't know. All right, so here we go. We gotta go all the way back over here again. Did that one step into fire or something, and that one's on fire? So we press F to flee. So now, what will this be requiring us to do? And should I have actually looked into more things within this place? Maybe there was something that we could upgrade or something that I didn't realize, or what? So in these other parts, I'm trying to explore just in case there's something, but we don't really see anything if we were supposed to find something.
We know not why.
Ada, Ara,
Greetings, neighbors.
So we're back
Your
at this
aid is
again.
deeply appreciated in our time of need.
So it does repeat it.
Let's move.
Like
Come,
water
Yara.
we flow.
Who hit me? For glory. Attack.
Nature will prevail.
Okay, so now we just take these, press this, do this, got it. Take this, press it.
onto
Oh,
the recognition stone and our path.
okay, so is this just restarting the story? I'm not sure. So they come back to life each time and go back through it, but you would think it's continuing it, but instead it looks like they just start back off there and then go through this. And I'm not sure if any of the prior story adds on, comes back, or because it looks like then we redo this for the troll bit again, what we're about to do. Oh no, that's gonna come up here in a moment. So we got this fight again. Control A.
Every stage a discovery. As necessary discovery.
So we're gonna see if we are able to just go to the destination. So the question there is if we're supposed to be able to do what I just did, just run down there, go to the next spot, or if we normally would have had to do that fight to wipe them out to then go to that spot. But in this case, I just ran. I just ran and we got there. So I'm already thinking speed run. Okay, so now we got the journey. Then I offered a few coins, so now we're back to the troll again, right? Journey. So now we can go here, and we can do the whole training thing. This is just if there's spot. Oh, so they can do. So there's 5 of 6 units, so that we can go ahead and do a 2-day training. And we're training. That's for plus experience, or okay. So then this one here, they can't recruit anymore. Okay. We're using more resources to do this though. But we got the training set up now. So now we go like this, and then we continue on with our journey. Alright, so we've been to this part already. So there's more units that we can get as we go through, and then we can also recruit. So we select it all. Okay, so now we select. Can't just select the Q, you gotta actually press the Q.
Shocking, isn't it?
Then we're gonna save the rest. Because we think we can take them out sooner. Then it's Control A, and now we progress. So like on this part here, we don't need to fight, we can actually just run straight through according to what we did last time. But then whether or not you get the...
Ah, splendid. You're here. Fear not,
So
friends.
the thing
I
there
have
is
arrived.
we probably wouldn't
course
get
you
the experience for it though.
What could
One second. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. I'm back. Okay, let's see what we got. I got sidetracked. I got an odd message in Discord. Okay, here we go. So we're trying to see how far it's actually gonna get. So this time there's no healing needed. We continue on the journey. We're just trying to get past this intersection at this point. So we're going to select that location. Now, did we train in the process, or do we need to train in the process? So keep watch. Night watch. Night raiders burst from the trees. So we don't have any other option. You just select it, and then we go into a fight. So we're going into the fight now. So we can just progress out there, but then not get any credits on the other fight part. But so it wants us to defend now, and so now we're having to stick around here and defend. Okay.
Take that. Like water we flow.
Hey, the wagon's in danger!
So we gotta protect it over here. Then we need our distant ones
Let them get the wagon!
to attack over there. And this one's gotta move.
Let's go! Don't let them get the
Think
wagon!
fast.
So we're trying to keep the others off the wagon. Now, is there any more? Who else is fighting? Ooh, okay, so we got some type of tree thing here. So we're gonna select this air,
Rain down.
this aerial,
Get the wagon!
and then big giant. He's gonna throw the rock.
The wagon's in danger!
So I'm trying to move him to then attack. Oh, it has to be the distance. So you can't click on the red. It has to be the distance for it. Oh, so now we can go up to and loot from him? No. You do enjoy some RTS? Okay, so now we have more attacking for it. Oh, it is destroyed. So what I needed to do there was to actually get enough of them up there with it to be able to fight. And we lost that one.
A well-fought battle, my girls. Yet here you are. Lift
So
up
we
your
lost the
heads.
so we lost
Your
the
company is only hopeless if you
the
want
wagon.
an opportunity to set things.
No! Curse this endless cycle of defeat!
But you are blinded by disappointment and fail to see the strength.
Do you speak of the strands we collected?
No. And yes, I suppose.
So
I speak
what
of
else?
metaphorical strands, but the actual strands you have acquired perfectly exemplify.
Yes, we're familiar with
So I'm trying to see more of what they bring with it
strands, are we?
when they come back to life.
Become the
Mortal saying. Your mouth flies ahead of your raving yet again. I am merely one chord of the knot, not even one of its arbiters. Yet your entire existence is now completely at my mercy. So, perhaps you wish to retract your foolish question?
She does, Your Glory. She was not thinking clearly. Now, what is it that you were saying about strands?
Was.
Okay. So it just said the strands. And now we're back here again. Use secret passage to the fireplace. So it wants us to continue going through. All right, so here's what I'm going to do with this game, y'all. We got other games we want to check out. I can play this all the way through if y'all want me to. But I want to hear from y'all if y'all want to see this much further or what. I'm also going to look up and see how long it takes to beat this game to put to our completion list on that part as well. So I'm going to go ahead and call this one for now. I'm going to take a break, and then we're going to switch games. And then we will be back after these messages where we go on to the next game for now. I'm going to put it up in the Discord, and I want y'all to let me know if y'all want to see more of this. I would also check and see how long this game takes to beat. Let's check it and find out. It does not have it down yet. At least not the site itself. They say about 14 hours. The only ones reported it so far is 14 hours. That one was for a completionist run. All right. So anyways, let me know if y'all want to see more of this game. We will go ahead and be right back after these messages. I'm checking to see if I can save. It just leaves to there. So return to menu. Wait. All right, so the auto save. So it's an auto save, and it was 3 minutes ago, it says from that part, and that's when we stopped with the thing. So yeah, so it does save. And then we have the options in the main menu. You can load a profile. So you can have the different profiles in there, and I believe that's like your saved games and so forth. So you can do that as well. We've also checked the options of the things that you can change within there. The video settings, the audio seemed to work fine. Mouse and keyboard, gamepad. Mouse and keyboard, from what I've seen here, you needed to just be able to, some of these is holding control to do so. So we'll see what they say on that one. But otherwise, I haven't really seen any major issues on it from there. You have other games like this. So I did see 1 or 2 characters get stuck, when able to try to attack or so forth. So you had to move them and then attack. Another one, I was wondering why it didn't attack, but it's because it showed red, which means that the distance that it required for that character. So that's not an issue or anything there. That's just me needing to know how to do so. So we figured it out. But otherwise, that's it for now. And for this game, and we will be back in about 5 to 10 minutes for the next one. I'll see y'all shortly.